Hello friends, welcome back to a new video of I square. So we were dealing with the exercise 3.6 and in today's class we are continuing with some different problems from exercise 3.6. So we are solving the first subpart of second question from exercise 3.6 now. It's a quite important question. So the question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. So the situation is this: Ritu is rowing a boat or something else in a river and it has both downstream. She has rowed both downstream and upstream. What is the speciality of rowing downstream? While rowing downstream, one can move or row the boat with the help of the speed of the current, because the speed of the current in that case will support the rower and hence it will be easy for the rower to row the boat. So rowing downstream is quite simple. So she covered 20 kilometers in just 2 hours. So rowing downstream is always simple. So she covered 20 kilometers in 2 hours. And what about while rowing upstream? She only covered 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers in 2 hours. She only covered 4 kilometers when compared to this. The distance covered is 2 less while rowing upstream. It is because she want to row against the speed of the current to row upstream. So that is the difference. So she covered 4 km in 2 hours while rowing upstream and she covered 20 kilometers in 2 hours while rowing downstream. Now what we are asked to find out is, find her speed of rowing in still water. So we are going to denote that by x, since they are unknown. So let x be the speed of rowing in still water. Now what will be y? One more thing is unknown to us, the speed of the current. So let y be the speed of the current. So let's form some equations from the given conditions here. So after thinking about rowing upstream and downstream, we can form some equations or some formulas regarding speed of rowing in upstream and speed of rowing in downstream. What will be the speed of somebody who is rowing upstream? So if one is rowing upstream, then x is the speed of rowing in still water, which means it has no stream or it has no current, it is still water. So its speed is x, it is the normal speed. And in order to row upstream, she want to row against the speed of the current. So to row upstream, she rows at the speed of still water and against. What is against? It means negative of y, that is against the speed of current. So x minus y will be the speed in upstream. Is it clear? Because x is the speed of the still water and y is the speed of the current. So one has to row against the speed of the current in order to row in upstream. So speed in upstream will be x minus y. So what will be the speed in downstream? What will be speed in downstream? Of course, she has the speed of still water, that is x. Speed of rowing in still water is x. And she has one additional support, that is the speed of the current downwards. So that is an additional benefit to her. So it is an additional benefit, so plus y. So x plus y is the speed in downstream. So we got the speed in upstream and speed in downstream for both the cases that Ritu rowed. So now we know that speed is equal to distance by time. So in upstream we have x minus y as speed, which is equal to distance by time. In upstream she covered 4 km in 2 hours. So 4 by 2. This is our equation number 1. Now in downstream she has a speed of x plus y kilometer per hour, and in downstream she covered 20 kilometers, that is 20 kilometers in 2 hours. So this is our equation number 2. So in order to find x and y, we have to simplify or solve this pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So we are going to solve them. So for that we are using elimination method. What is elimination method? We have to make the coefficient same, either the coefficient of x same or either the coefficient of y same. So in these equations we have the coefficient of x same. So we will simply subtract one equation from the other. That is x minus y equals to 4 by 2 is simply 2. And from this equation we are going to subtract this equation, that is x plus y is equal to 20 by 2 is 10. So in order to subtract these equations, we are going to change the sign and then add these equations. So what is 2 minus 10? It is minus 8. What is minus y minus y? It is minus 2y. X minus x is 0. So we got minus 2y equals to 8, which means y is equal to minus 8 by minus 2, which is 4. So we got y is equal to 4. Now to find the value of x, we have to substitute the value of y in any of this equation. Let's put it in here. That is x minus y is 4 is equal to 2, which means x is equal to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 4 is the required solution. So speed of rowing in still water is x, that is 6 kilometer per hour, and speed of the current is y, that is 4 kilometer per hour. So that's the end of this question. Always while solving downstream and upstream problems, be careful that speed in downstream will be x plus y because there is a support of the speed of the current, and speed in upstream will be x minus y because one want to row against the speed of the current. So that's the end of this question. Now we shall move to the next question. Now the next question is, 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone and to finish the work, and also that taken by 1 man alone. So the given conditions are like this: 2 women plus 5 men can together finish the work in 4 days, and again 3 women and 6 men can complete the work in 3 days. So these are the conditions given here, and we are asked to find the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work and that of 1 man alone to finish the work. So let x be the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish work, and y be the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work. We have taken these two things as x and y because we are asked to find these two things. So we got x and y as time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work and time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work respectively. So now we know that if x days was required for 1 woman to complete the work. So X days was required for one woman to complete the work. So in one day, one woman can complete 1 by X work. Is it clear? X days was required for one woman to complete the work. We have taken that. So in one day, one woman can do 1 by X work. Simply taking this X to this side. So it will get divided here. So one day 1 by X work will be done by one woman. So in one day 2 by X work will be done by how many women? 2 women. Because 1 by X work will be done by one woman. So 2 into 1 by X, that is 2 by X work will be done by 2 women. So 2 women plus 5 men. Similarly, we know that it requires Y days for one man to complete the work. So in one day, it requires 1 by Y work will be completed by one man. So in one day 5 by Y work will be completed by 5 men. Hope all these concepts are clear. So in one day 2 by X work will be done by 2 women. So that is 2 by X work will be done by 2 women. So 2 women's work is, 1 day's work is given here. Again in one day 5 men can complete 5 by work. So plus 5 by Y is the work done by 2 women and 5 men in one day. Now they worked for 4 days and it is 4 times 2 by X plus 5 by Y and the work is finished. So it will become, the completed work can be considered as 1. So 4 into 2 by X plus 5 by Y equals to 1 is one of the equation given. Now 3 women and 6 men. So comparing to this equations, we can find that 3 women, which means 3 by X, plus 6 men, which means 6 by Y, is the work done by 3 women and 6 men in one day. So they worked for 3 days. So within 3 days, that is 3 into 3 by X plus 6 by Y, they have completed the work. So this is our equation number 2. So we got 2 equations related to the work done by both men and women. So now we are going to solve this pair of linear equations in 2 variables and hence going to find the values for X and Y. Let's simplify this. This will become like this: 2 by X plus 5 by Y is equal to 1 by 4, and that will become like this: 3 by X plus 6 by Y is equal to 1 by 3. And we know that these equations are not linear equations in 2 variables. These are not linear equations in 2 variables. So for solving these equations, we want to reduce them to a pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So let's take 1 by X is equal to A and 1 by Y is equal to B. Then our new equations will be 2A plus 5B is equal to 1 by 4 and we have 3a plus 6b is equal to 1 by 3. So we got a pair of linear equations in two variables instead of a pair of non-linear equations. So now we are going to solve these two equations, and hence for solving these equations we can use any algebraic method, and I am going to use elimination method. So for that I am going to make the coefficient of a same in both equations. I am going to change both of them to 6. So in order to make the coefficient of a 6 here, I have to multiply throughout this equation by 3, and for making 3 into 6 I have to multiply with 2 throughout this equation. So these equations will become like this: 6a plus 5 into 3 is 15b, which is equal to 3 by 4. And we are going to subtract the next equation, that is 2 into 3 6a plus 2 into 6 is 12b, which is equal to 2 by 3. So now we are going to subtract, therefore we will change the sign and then add these equations. What is 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3? Let's do it here. 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. First of all we want to cross multiply, that is 9 minus 8 divided by 12. 9 minus 8 is 1, therefore 1 by 12 is the answer. So it is simply 1 by 12. Now we have 15b minus 12b, it is 3b, and 6a minus 6a is 0. So we have 3b is equal to 1 by 12, which means b is equal to 1 by 12 into 3, that is 1 by 36. So we got b is equal to 1 by 36. Now in order to find the value of a, we want to substitute the value of b in any of these equations. So we are going to substitute it here. So 2a plus 5b, that is 5 into 1 by 36 is equal to 1 by 4. So 36 into 2 is 72. So 72a plus 5 whole divided by 36 is equal to 1 by 4, which means 72a plus 5 is equal to 36 by 4, which is equal to 9, and 72a is 9 minus 5, which is 4, and a is equal to 4 by 72, which is 1 by 1. We have 8, I think. What is 72 by 4? Yes, it is 18. So it is 1 by 18. So we got a as 1 by 18 and b as 1 by 36. So we know that 1 by x is equal to a. 1 by x is equal to a, and 1, which means 1 by x is equal to a is 1 by 18, which implies x is equal to 18. Now we know that 1 by y is equal to b, and we have 1 by y is equal to b is 1 by 36, which implies y is equal to 36. So we got x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 36. So time taken by one woman alone to finish the work is x, that is, it is 18 days, and time taken by one man alone to finish the work is y, and it is 36 days. Now that's the end of this question. Now we shall move to the next question. And the next question is, Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and remaining by bus. If she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, then she takes 10 kilometers longer. Find the speed of the bus and the train separately. Ruhi travels to her home partly by train and bus, and She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometer by train. Yes, 60 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus. A total of 300 kilometers she has to travel, and from that 300 kilometers 60 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus, which means the remaining distance is 300 minus 60, that is 240 kilometers. So if she travels 60 kilometer by train and the remaining 240 kilometers by bus, yes, and the remaining by bus, she takes 4 hours. 60 kilometer by train and 240 kilometers by bus, she takes 4 hours. Now next condition is, if she travels 100 kilometer by train, 100 kilometer by train and remaining by bus, remaining means 300 minus 100, that is 200 kilometers by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer than the other. So she took 4 hours in the other case, so 10 minutes longer means 4 plus 4 hours plus 10 minutes. So now we want to convert this minute to hours, that is 4 plus 10 by 60, which means 6 into 4 plus 1 by 6. So 6 into 4 is 24, 24 plus 1 is 25, so it is 25 by 6 hours. So 25 by 6 hours. So these are the conditions given to us. Find the speed of the bus and the train separately. Find the speed of bus. So we are taking the variables for the unknown values, that is speed of bus and speed of train. So let x be the speed of bus and y be the speed of train. Now we are going to derive some equations from the conditions given. So we know that time or speed is distance by time, and time is simply distance by speed. So she took 4 hours to travel 60 kilometers by train and 240 kilometers by bus. So to get a total of 4 hours, she has to travel, what is time? Time is distance by speed, and the distance is 60 kilometer by speed is speed of, what is the speed of train? Speed of train is y. So 60 by y plus 240 kilometers by bus, and 240 is distance and the speed of bus is x. So distance by speed is time, distance by speed is again time, and the total time taken by her is 4 hours. Now again in the second case, she has traveled 100 kilometer by train. So distance by speed is time, speed for train is simply y, so 100 kilometer by y plus 200 kilometer is the speed of bus, and 200 kilometer, distance traveled by bus, and the speed of the bus is x. So 200 by x is the time taken to travel in bus. So in total she has traveled 25 by 6 hours. So we got two equations here. This is the first equation and this is the second equations, and both are non-linear equations. So in order to solve these equations, we want to reduce them to linear equations in two variables. How will we reduce this into linear equations in two variables? It is simple. We have solved so many questions like this in the previous class. So let us take a is equal to 1 by y and b is equal to 1 by x. So we have 60a plus 240b is equal to 4, and again we have 100a plus 200b which is equal to 25 by 6. So now we have some cancellations to do to make these equations in the simplest form. First of all, we can cancel this throughout by 2. So that is dividing throughout by 2. The first equation will become like this, that is 30a plus 120b is equal to 2. Again we can cancel by 2, that is 15a plus 60b is equal to 1. So our first equation will become like this: 15a plus 60b is equal to 1. Now the second equation we can divide throughout by 25. Dividing throughout by 25, we will get 4a plus 8b which is equal to 1 by 6, and it can be again simplified like this: 6 4s are 24, 24a plus 8 6 are 48, so 48b is equal to 1. So what we have done here is multiplying throughout by 6. So our second equation is 24a plus 48b is equal to 1. So we got a pair of linear equations in two variables. So we want to solve those equations to find the values of a and b, and hence we will find the value of x and y. So how can we solve this pair? We can use any method we have learned in the previous classes. So here we are going to use cross multiplication method. What is cross multiplication method? For that, first of all, we want to move this to the general form, that is minus 1 equal to 0. Again here also minus 1 equal to 0. Now we want that diagram, that is a, b, 1, and we want the number 60, minus 1, 15 and 60 here. Again 48, again minus 1, again 24 and 48. And from this we will get like this: a by 60 into minus 1 is minus 60, minus 48 into minus 1 is minus 48, which is equal to b by minus 1 into 24 is minus 24, minus 1 into 15 is minus 50, which is equal to 1 by 15 into 48. We have to do that. What is 48 into 15? 8 5s are 40, 4 5s are 20, 20 plus 4 is 24, 8 1s are 8, 4 1s are 4, and adding this we will get 720. So 720 minus 24 into 60. So we want to first of all do 24 into 6. So 6 4s are 24. Again 2 6 are 12. 12 plus 2 is 144. So we have 24 into 60 is 1440. Now we want to simplify this, that is a by minus 60 plus 48. What is minus 60 plus 48? We want to subtract 48 from 60 and we will get minus 12, which is equal to b by minus 24 plus 15, which is minus 9. This will get positive. Here also this become positive. And now here we have 1 by 720 minus 1440, which is minus 720. So we got like this, and equating these two we will get that a by minus 12 is equal to 1 by minus 720, which means a is equal to minus 12 by minus 720, and this will become positive and it is simply 1 by 60. Now we have b by minus 9. b by minus 9 is equal to 1 by minus 720, which implies b is equal to minus 9 by minus 720. This will become positive and it is 1 by 80. So we got a as 1 by 60, here a as 1 by 60 and b as 1 by 80. So 1 by 60 is equal to 1 by y and 1 by 80 is equal to 1 by x, which means x is equal to, from here x is equal to 80 and from here y is equal to 60. So the speed of bus, that is x, is 80 km per hour and the speed of train, that is y, is 60 km per hour. So that's the end of this question and the end of this video. We have solved some different problems from the pair of linear equations in two variables. Some were reducible to pair of linear equations, and now that's the end of the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. In the next video we will begin a new chapter. Till then, wait for the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.